Hello everybody, welcome back to the XsivGaming channel. I'm of course the XsivPlayer. Today we are up to episode number 29 of our survival roleplay series here on Farm Simulator 19. Before we get started, if you could quickly drop us a like on today's video, it would be very much appreciated. And of course, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. So, today, episode number 29, what are we doing? Well, today, excuse me, we are going to be jumping into the Fortsfit's tractor, the front loader, as we need to start moving some of these bales off the field, whether we bring them right off and put them in a shed or whether we just push them to the edge of the field. I'm not sure, but we definitely need to do that today. As you can see there, the grass is growing, so yeah, we really need to get that off. So let's jump into the Fortsfit's ZT323, get that started up. Obviously finishing the manure spreading a couple of episodes ago. It's not really done anything since this tractor, so there we go, drop that bucket there, the universal stroll bucket. Pick up the bale spikes, also by Stoll. So as I say, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do with these bales today, but the ones in this field, the hay bales, they definitely need moving from this field. These are of course the big Heston bales that we produced. As I say, I'm not entirely sure what we should really do with the bales. The hay bales really need to be in a shed. The grass bales are not too much of an issue. But last time we put them in this shed here, something rather peculiar happened. But we'll drop them in here for the time being. As I say, not quite sure what happened last time. Bales moving around in the night. Then again, we've had a few different bits and pieces happen on this farm since arriving. Around there. Oops. Just getting the back wheel caught on the side of the shed there. So yeah, as we say, we get these bales in. We're not going to put them in particularly well stacked. We are of course just getting them in today. And of course produce some more at another time. But yeah, as I say, we are of course up to episode 29 of our survival roleplay story. Hopefully you guys are of course enjoying this one. It's not really on there very well, that one. Much better, a bit one-sided, but there we go. But yeah, as I say, we are starting to progress with this series now. Various jobs being done. As I say, we'll get some of these bales brought in today. I do realise that today's job is, of course, very repetitive, backwards and forwards, etc. But as I say, we really do need to get these bales brought in today. We also need to get ourselves a bit of a screenshot for today as well. I think what we might do is send our drone up so you can so we can get that screenshot sorted. So yeah, let's just quickly send our drone up. No, can't think. There we go. Drone controls, send it up. Obviously we don't want to go in too far up today. But yeah, it's a fantastic drone, this one is. It got that tracking ability. Trying to watch what the drone's doing. But yeah, as you can see, it tracks where we are and what we're doing. Let's, as I say, get that screenshot for today. Okay, I think we'll have to leave the drone there. It wants to get tangled up in the trees. I'll have to sort that out later on. But yeah, as we say, getting these bales in, a job that needs doing. Very repetitive job, unfortunately, but still a job that needs doing. We will of course be getting around to doing some planting fairly soon. We of course need to source a planter. Let's obviously speak to the store to see if we can lease one. Find out how much it'll cost us, of course, and then if that fails or too expensive, etc., then we'll go speak to maybe Sam. Maybe he'll be able to help us out. Again, we'll have to see what's going on. We've still got what, 120 plus thousand left in the bank account, so we've still got a little bit of money left. Definitely spent the £1 million that we had. From Grandpa, of course. As he passed away, and in his will he left us £1 million to set up this farm. Oops, get in there. So yeah, as we say, we are getting through these jobs, these repetitive jobs, backwards and forwards, shunting around. As I say, we really need to get excuse me, these hay bales in. Obviously leaving these out too long will cause them to start rotting, getting damp, etc. So yeah, not a good idea to leave them out. Time, of course, is ticking away. We will, of course, be excuse me, feeding the animals very soon again, clearing the manure out, which I think we should actually be able to sell some of the manure as well. As I say, that's building up. We've obviously not got enough arable fields to be spreading on all the fields. Saying that, we could take up some contracting jobs to use some of the manure. Now we've of course got that manure spreader. We know it works on this tractor, but we could always put it onto the Massey Ferguson if needed. As I say, getting these jobs done today. In fact, that's all of the jump on out there. That's all of the hay bales from that field. So we can now, of course, get that gate closed up. Get that closed up. As I say, grass can now grow, and we'll be able to get that cut again at some point. So the next job is, of course, to start with these grass bales over here. We need to start moving them off the field, or as we said, at least to the edge of the field. It doesn't matter if the grass bales stay out on the field. That's not an issue because obviously they're already wet. Not sure where we'd put too many of these bales anyway. Oops, right against the post there. In fact, there's that area there where we said about storing potatoes, didn't we? I wonder if we're able to put bales down there. That's not actually a hard area. What we could do potentially is stack some of the bales in here. Yeah, we could actually stack the bales here. Use this as a bit of a bale store for grass bales. Might be a good idea, that. So I think what we are going to do, obviously we don't want to bore you guys too much with this constant repetitiveness. You don't want to see our terrible stacking. So I think what we are going to do is create a should we do this as a time lapse, or should we do this as a jump cut? think a time lapse might be in order here, but yeah, if we get all these grass bales stacked up in here. Oops, caught on that. Yeah, it might be quite beneficial to us and our farm, etc. Obviously, I believe that we own this section of land because of where the line is for the field. So, yeah, as I say, I think we own this section. It makes for a good bale store. But yeah, I think we'll get this put onto a time lapse then, and yeah, we will see how many we can get stacked up within a good amount of time. So we will be right back. Okay, so welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed that time lapse there. I realise it was a bit of a short time lapse, but the reason it is such a short time lapse is because, of course, because it is now starting to get dark. Of course, in game time, it's not obviously that late just yet, but we obviously need to get finished up relatively soon anyway. But you'll notice throughout that time lapse there, I was going to say stream, but you'll notice through that time lapse there that we pulled out one of the bales there. It was actually a hay bale. I'm not quite sure why there was a hay bale in the field. So we've pulled that out of the stack. You're going to come out? No, you're going to stay on there. There we go. And of course we also had a bale that was on its side, So in order to pick that up properly and make it fit into the stack properly, we did of course need to take that from the side rather than scooping it up as we would normally. But we are making some progress, as I say. We are getting through these jobs, getting the barrels collected. Again, it is going to take us a little while to get these jobs done. Got a fair old few barrels to get collected up anyway, so yeah, this is going to take us some time. As I say, it is getting a little bit late. It's what, 5:15 in-game time, so I think we need to bring today's episode to a close. We will of course get this finished off. That way you guys are not having to sit through too much of this, seeing my terrible stacking of course. But yeah, once we've got this finished, as I say, off camera, we will take a screenshot of it and post it on our Twitter page. So if you want to see excuse me, the finished product, then head on to Twitter, twitter.com/gamingexcessive. The link is down below in the description of today's video for that channel, where you can of course keep up to date with various news and information and competitions and things that we do on there. So yeah, check that out. But for today, as I say, I think that is going to be it, certainly for today's video anyway. But episode number 29 today was all about clearing the bales off the fields. We've got those hay bales brought in, and they're into a shed. Not very well stacked in a shed, mind, but they are in a shed. And of course, bringing the grass bales in off the field, we are, as you can see, creating this stack just here. But as I say, for today, I think that is going to be it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. If you have, remember of course to drop us a like on today's video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new. And of course you could share today's video with family and friends or anybody else you think may enjoy. It would also be very much appreciated. But like I say, that is going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching this one, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.